a good team. All right, so I'm Carol Dockum, the CEO and founder of Beautiful Faces Going Places Women's Success Network. And we are super excited because today is day 4 of our special summit, International Women's Day Celebration Week. And today it's all about balancing life, health, and wellness. And what is your greatest advice towards our own self-care and wellness? I want to give a shout out for yesterday. Oh my goodness, I had so many takeaways from yesterday, which was all about transformation and becoming stronger. And I think one of the things that I realized that there is an underlying message in overcoming obstacles and challenges in our lives, and that we all face them. We all encounter obstacles and challenges beyond our control. And it really is all about resilience, empowering yourself, and facing your fears and just pushing through. So yesterday was amazing. And I just want to say thank you so much to our fabulous speakers and panelists. And I hope you enjoyed yesterday's program. Now, on to today. It's all about balancing life, health, and wellness. And there is something to be said about self-care. And as women in business, I think I can generalize for the majority of us that we struggle with taking time out for ourselves. We don't know how to say no, and we give. And at some point, if we don't focus on health and wellness and taking care of ourselves, it's difficult to take care of others. So we're excited, Angie and I are excited to bring today's speakers to the table. So Angie, I am going to pass the mic over to you.
Okay, I actually, before we go, just for tomorrow too, for those that have not been here yet, tomorrow will be our last day, or it'll be our finale celebration, and we do not have panelists for tomorrow. It's designed to be just a conversation and people sharing some of their favorite secrets to success. We do have about 10 women from around the world that did share a short video with us that we'll start with. But the big thing about tomorrow is to be present to win. We have some pretty cool door prizes. So we have Tanya McNeil-Weary, who was a speaker the other day, a free copy of her book. Monica Groome, who is a speaker today, she is giving away, this is probably my favorite prize, I have to say, a full image consultation. It's really amazing. Nina also has some incredible products that she's going to be willing to give away. Carol is giving away a free membership to Beautiful Faces Going Places for the year. I'm giving away a free private LinkedIn strategy session, and Maritza Cascarelli is giving away also a coaching hour as well as a copy of her book. So please join us tomorrow, spread the word, you get prizes if you show up tomorrow, and it's so easy, we're just going to talk. So our first speaker for today is Miss Nina Bodenvare. She is from Sweden, but has been in France forever, and is really a wellness expert. But above and beyond being a wellness expert, I just can't say enough about what an amazing person Nina is. She's one of the first people I met when I started traveling through Zoom and really meeting people around the world. She's a B&I launch director consultant in France, and extremely well-connected person. And the more I get to know her, the more I just love and adore her story. So Nina, I just want to say thank you again for being a part of this, and we're excited to hear from you on your tips for wellness.
Thank you so much, Angie, for this presentation. I love having met you also online. You have so much energy. What I wanted to share is that actually I have, before meeting Angie online, I had a quite normal business life here in France, where I was working in a restaurant, where, you don't take time for yourself, you have your kids. And then I started to change my career, and that's where I really met wellness. And I was thinking about taking care of yourself. And what I want to talk about today is a little bit what we have been talking on the whole week. We always want to do so much. We cannot say no, and we want to be perfect all the time. And the wellness is a little bit the same thing, because as Angie said, I have a lot of activities. I'm a business owner, I'm networking a lot, I'm launching for BNI, and I'm also working with wellness. And when I start to work with this, I realized that you really have to take some time for yourself. And it will help you be more successful, because you're going to be more concentrated, more focused, and have more energy. To care for yourself, it's for me, it's three things. First of all, the physical part, doing exercises, the mental also that I discovered lately, the yoga, the meditation, and of course the personal care. If you take care of yourself, you're going to feel more better about yourself. You go out and meet people. So that is the most thing, to take care of your body so that you have the energy and that you feel great about yourself. And I guess the speakers coming after me are going to speak more about that, about the image and so on. What I wanted to share is that for me, I think it's important to take off the pressure about the wellness, because it's like the business. We're supposed to do so many things. We should go out running, we should do our meditation, we should spend like half an hour in the bathroom, and sometimes that's not fit. So you have to find your own wellness and your own personal healthcare routines that fix for you. Do you like to spend a half an hour in the bathroom or only 5 minutes? Like I do, actually, to be honest. I'm not the one that's going to tell you like spend a half an hour in the bathroom. I don't do that. I need something that quick and easy that makes me feel great. 2 minutes, and then I'm off. And then what time do I have in my schedule to go out running, to go to walking, and resource yourself? And what is the aim of it? What are you looking for? So really think about that when you talk about the wellness. And to give an example that I was thinking, like, what can I talk about? It's when I started to do this wellness, I came over a book called Miracle Morning. Maybe some of you heard about Miracle Morning. Yes, that you go up. You go up and you should do so many things in the morning. And I love the book. It really makes me taking the step from being an entrepreneur, just doing things to take time for myself. So it's an important book for me. But the thing is that you should do that in the morning and really early. And I was working really late. So start to do this at 4:30 in the morning. I didn't have any sleep left if I want to do that. And I tried to adapt that. And it was difficult because I was going up in the morning and I always got someone bumping into me saying, Mom, I have to leave, or my husband had a time coming in, like, you have to call that person. I was doing my meditation. And it's like, this doesn't work. And then I took away the pressure and I said, if I adapt it to my schedule, I do it a little bit later, I do things before, maybe I do some things in the morning and some things in the evening, and then I get my balance, which works for me. And then you can adapt it throughout your life. You don't have to do the same thing all the time and at the same point. So that is really something that I want to share. I mean, we need to take care of ourselves. It's really important to find what you need. For me, it's the nature, doing sports, yoga, running, be with my horses. 2 minutes in the bathroom, that's fine for me. And maybe spread it out and adapt it. Some days I do a lot, and some days I do less. But if we take off the pressure that we don't have to be perfect on the wellness side neither, then we're going to feel better about ourselves, and I think more comfortable. So that's what I wanted to share with you, that you find what you need. And as you said, the thing I found with my products, things that are quick to use, so I don't have to spend too much time in the bathroom, but find what you need and what makes you feel good. And it might not be the same thing the whole life. It can change.
I think that's my favorite part, Nina. Thank you so much for sharing that. But I think too often we struggle to find the perfect routine, the perfect answer, the perfect every way to do something. And there's just not one. There's not one that fits everybody, and there's not one that fits one person every day, right? Every day is different every day. So I love what you said. And I'm just going to add that I'm ridiculously jealous that you only spend 2 minutes in the bathroom. You still look like that. That's crazy. All right. Thank you so much. Monica Groome is our next speaker, and she comes to us from South Africa. She's the director of LCI Consulting. She's really international. Born in Milan. Her grandmother's from Czechoslovakia. She emigrated to South Africa 56 years ago, though. And I'd like you to hear that number and look at her face again. I think she went there when she was 6 months old. In fact, I think she was negative. So really amazing person. What I love about her too is she really sums up, when I asked her to speak, I didn't know which day to put her on because she's made a great transformation, lots of strength. So 30 years in the corporate world, and from entry level to executive, she's had a really neat career, and now she's changed into a way that she's helping women find their professional image. And I also want to say our deepest condolences for your loss, and Monica's overcome a special thing to be here with us. She had to travel 13 hours to Cape Town for a family emergency and still with us today. So thank you, Monica, so very much. And I'm looking forward to hear your tips and advice.
Thank you so much, Angie. Angie, thank you very much for this opportunity. And I just love helping women to cope with the 2 minutes that they have in their bathroom. It is wonderful. All right, I'm just going to share a few tips, and I sincerely hope that they're going to help you tonight. Everything I do is about discovering the inner strength and confidence of a woman. I truly believe every woman is beautiful, and a lot of women need to believe that they are beautiful. In today's topic about self-care and wellness, the statement of look good, feel good is very apt. For me, when I have felt unwell or less energetic, I have found wearing something that I know looks good on me has made me feel good, if not at least better. I'd like to ask you, have you ever noticed when you wear a certain color, how it makes you feel? Some colors we wear are expressive, they affect our image and the image we project. Some energize us, others make us feel drained. Our self-confidence soars when we get comments like, you look lovely, you look amazing. But not so much if somebody's asking you, do you look tired? When last did you have a holiday? So investing in your personal style is one of the best investments that you can make. And it does wonders for your self-esteem, self-worth, and uncovers your confidence. Your personal style, though, is more than just fashion. It is how you style your hair, do your makeup, even if it is just the basics. And the clothing that you choose to wear, whether you are a sporty, classical, bohemian, chic, or a sophisticated style, to name a few. Each style allows you to express both your personal life and your business life. So I want to share 5 little tips today with you. First tip, dress daily with your best colors to make you feel more confident and motivated. Celebrate your self-worth. And more importantly, do not look for perfection. That, unfortunately, is something that we as women always look for. All you can do is to be the best that you can be. Tip number 2, a good knowledge of what hair, makeup, and clothing colors suit your skin tone is invaluable and a vital skill for your strategy for self-fulfillment. Fashion trends come and go. You need to come to terms that certain trends don't suit your body, and no matter how much you love them. Tip number 3, we can wear any color we want, but the tone and intensity of the color needs to complement your skin tone. Choose clean, clear colors to give your skin tone life and sparkle, and avoid colors that drain our skin. We call them sludgy colors. That euphemism should tell you very much what it means. Tip number 4, the perfect hairstyle for your shape of your face. The best hair, makeup, and clothing colors for your skin tone are equally important. It's no good doing your hair and then not applying a little bit of makeup or wearing the wrong colors on your body, and they will leave you feeling drained and tired. My last tip, confidence comes from knowing your clothing fits your upper and lower body proportions well. The good news is you do not need a magic wand or a surgeon's scalpel to achieve a perfect body. The trick is knowing which acids work for you, and at the same time to make your concerns disappear using the correct lengths of your body proportions. Now you may be thinking, how much longer is this going to take me to get ready? Well, essentially, it's not any longer than it takes you now. With a bit of pre-planning and wardrobe organization, it should be quicker. And with less frustration with what do I wear today? During my personal consultations with clients, I discuss how much time they have available to do their hair, etc. And I assist them to plan accordingly. I start with your hairstyle and color, and then if you wish to do so, how to organize your wardrobe to suit your lifestyle. Now, I sincerely hope you've enjoyed these tips. They are easy to basically put together. I am available to chat to you here after. I have included in my chat box that I have hints and tips on a Facebook page. And if you want to see some magical makeovers that I have done and some of the team, I have shared the website. So that's me for today. Hope that's been good for you.
Thanks, Monica. I love that. I think that we definitely do not take enough time for ourselves. That's one thing about International Women's Week that I wanted to bring forward with the health and wellness was also our self-care, right? So we need to take care of ourselves more. And I believe you do that in small groups as well too, Monica, don't you? Like if you wanted to have a little girls' party.
Absolutely. And I do everything online with today's technology. We don't have to do it face to face. But yes, I do small groups, which are brilliant.
Really exciting. So thanks, Monica. That was wonderful. And speaking of taking care of ourselves, I know when I first asked Maria to do this and I told her the day was health and wellness, she looked at me kind of crazy. And I said, no, I mean, we need to get away. We need to travel. We need to have that in our plans. It's another way that we take care of ourselves, right? Is taking time for ourselves and doing things we enjoy. So I invited Maria. I'm not even going to take a stab at her name. I've heard it 100 times and I still can't repeat it. So I won't insult her by saying it. But she is an entrepreneur. She lives in Finland. And not only is she a travel agent where you can stay in igloos and all kinds of crazy things in Finland, which is amazing, but she volunteers with endangered animals and it works with Ecotravel. And it's just a really incredible person. So I invited Maria here today to talk to us about how travel helps us and a little bit about the magic she does. So welcome, Maria. Thanks for being here today.
Hi, thank you all. Thanks, Angie. It's an honor to be here. Today I'm not talking about the endangered animals, though it's a passion of mine. So my name is Maria Ojajarvi, and I live in Finland, which is the happiest country in the world. My company name is Ecotravellers Finland, and it is specialized in sustainable tourism in Finland and abroad. Now it is winter in Finland and it's snowing. Travel is an awesome form of self-care and wellness. Research shows nature has a significant role in our well-being, and the environment where we are in affects our health as well as our general happiness. I find that being engaged in nature, whether I'm at home or traveling, helps me to stay happy and energized in ways that spending a lot of time indoors or in big cities don't. No matter where I go, I always try to make time to do a nature-based activity, such as taking a walk or just sitting in the forest. One of the things we are especially proud of when talking about Finland is our nature. Finland offers beautiful nature throughout the whole country, making it impossible to avoid. Finland is the most forested land in Europe. Just a quick 10-minute walk in the forest could do the trick and better your day. Like forest, there is water everywhere in Finland. Finland is the water-richest country in the world, and according to UNICEF, it is the purest in the world. Drinking tap water is a privilege we get to enjoy on a daily basis. For centuries, a big part of Finnish culture and tradition has been sauna. As there are more saunas than cars here, we do spend some time in the hot steams. Cleaning both your mind and body, sauna is a must for overall relaxation and self-care. In the winter, ice swimming is a must after sauna. It's also a treatment for depression. Ice swimming is a healthy way to keep fit and to get an extra adrenaline kick. There is a communal winter bathing club in nearly every town. Nothing beats the feeling after you have dipped into refreshing water, which makes your body tingle with joy and excitement, relaxing even the deepest parts of your mind and soul. Finland is one of the best places on earth to spot the northern lights. They appear on more than 200 nights a year in Finnish Lapland. The best way to see the magical sky is far from any lights. In Lapland, there is no need to take a car to find a perfect place. Many hotels rent snowshoeing equipment. Exercise outside helps reduce depression, and it's also a healthy alternative to visiting the gym. Snowshoeing is a form of hiking, and it allows you to discover a winter wonderland that would be not accessible on foot. When you snowshoe, you can burn up to 45% more calories than walking at the same speed. In summer, we enjoy the famous everyman's rides, which allow people to pick commonly found berries in the forests and even in the national parks. Finnish people like to go and pick forest berries each summer. Berries are often called superfood, like blueberry, which is an excellent source of vitamin E. In Finland, it is common knowledge that you don't even have to rinse the wild berries before use. Being in the nature frequently is proven to reduce stress and blood pressure. Leave also time for relaxation. By doing that, you will be able to improve your well-being. But after all, nothing is better than experiences together with your loved ones. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you, Maria. And you know, although it would be lovely for all of us to go to Finland, I think she makes an important point that we just need to get out. I don't know about all of you, but especially in this Zoom world, it's sometimes hard to make myself leave. Today is a beautiful day. It was easy, but going through winter, it's not always easy to want to bundle up and head out. So thank you for the reminder of how much that means. And also their berries, which are super cool. Our host here, Pivy, who's helping us with all of the technology, it focuses on that. So she actually has Arctic nutrition, which is super cool. Unfortunately, it's not in the US yet, but I imagine we could find a way to get it here. So thank you again, Maria. I really appreciate your time and sharing that with us. And our next speaker is Ms. Amita Ghosh. She's originally from India. She is now residential here in Northern Kentucky area, Cincinnati. I say here, which is where I am. And oh, I didn't update your slide. I'm so sorry, Amita. But she is not Nina. Obviously, that slide was copied from Nina. So, but Amita is from India, and she focuses on mental health and wellness, which I believe is a struggle for all of us at some time or another. Anxiety, depression. She also does couples counseling. Just a really wonderful person, and she wants to reach out to the world and work with mental wellness around the world, especially in women. So, welcome, Amita.
Thank you. Thank you. I was a little confused when I saw my bio and I was like, BNI launch director. Okay. I'm not, but hey, I'll take that. But that's okay. That's okay. So I am originally from India. And so I used to be a flight attendant. I used to fly all over the world. So that's been my, passion. And so I'm so excited to connect with women from all over the world. This is great. been to a little of, pieces of the world, not South America and not Scandinavia, but I've been to almost all other places, including Africa. So my passion is mental health, and I've been doing that for the last almost 30 years. And in the last few years, I've focused on weight loss, and I worked in a hospital where people were coming for weight loss, for medical weight loss, and I also worked with couples. And I don't know about other countries, but in the US, it seems that more of the women choose mental health services like counseling than men do. I think it's changing a little bit, but typically the women are the ones who choose it. So I end up seeing a lot of women. So today, what I wanted to I'll be honest with you, I don't have anything written down. I don't, nothing that I prepared. I think that sometimes I'm much better when I'm being sort of impromptu. And so I actually want to ask you guys to do me a favor. So I want you to think about being on a flight, okay? I'm sure all of you have been on a flight. So you are on this flight and the flight attendants are giving you instructions about when the air pressure drops, the mask drops. What do they tell you next? Any one person can raise their hand and unmute yourself and tell me.
Put your mask on first before you help others.
Yes. Why is that?
You can't help anybody else if you can't help yourself first.
There you go. So that is a visualization that I have to repeat probably 10 times a week, because when you're working with people who are so dedicated to taking care of their family, their friends, their work responsibilities, but they don't take care of themselves. They are putting themselves at the very end. And as women, we have been trained for centuries. Doesn't matter which culture we come from. I've seen both sides. I grew up in India. I've been in the US for over 10 years now. I mean, over 20 years now. So I know that regardless of culture, we've all been socialized to take care of others first. And that's all well and good as long as you are doing well yourself. But what happens when we just keep giving and giving and giving and our pot is not being refilled? Well, we start running empty. And when we start running empty, we are no good for anyone else. So the next thing I want you to do is, this is sort of an experiential part. I want you to all take a nice deep breath in and close your eyes. And I want you to picture yourself when you were about 6 years old. Just take a nice deep breath in. Picture yourself as a 6-year-old. Now I want you to ask that 6-year-old what she needs from you right now. The answers may not be exactly the same, but you need to connect with that side of yourself. You need to connect with that child that is inside of us. You know, all of us are in our 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, and we all know that the outside may change, but the inside stays the same. It's still that kid that's inside. And I want to ask you, what are you doing to take care of that kid? Does the kid need to play? Does the kid need hugs? Does the kid need to have friends? Do they need a break? What do they need? Because you are the person who has been made responsible for that child. And that child depends on you. So what are you doing for that child? I want to open it up to anyone who wants to share anything that they want to say about this, just this tiny little experiment that we did.
I'll share. I tell you, this is awesome work. And my little 6-year-old loved being connected with again, just loved being noticed, because she kind of felt like she was tossed in the background. She says, "Hey, I'm here." And so it was really fun. And I had to promise to take her out and play after we got done working. And we did. I mean, it was all of a sudden, it was just so much more fun to play outside.
Yes.
So I appreciate this subject. It's been really influential in my life. So thank you.
Right, right. And, you know, connecting this to your external, when we feel good inside, what tends to happen? It shows in our faces. It glows. You know, we are learning more and more the connection between our minds and bodies. We know that it's not separate. It's not just the mind or just the body. You can't fix the body if you don't fix the mind. And likewise, you can't fix the mind if you don't fix the body. So I'm going to have you guys do another little experiment.
Oh, actually, Amita, I'm really sorry. Well, maybe we can do this after. We're trying to keep everybody to 5 minutes so we get everybody
Okay, not a problem. Yes,
well,
thank you.
Carol and I learned, what Carol and I learned about this is next year we do need 10 minutes for everyone. So we thought 5 minutes would be enough, but yeah, next year we'll give more time.
All right, thank you.
I hope we can do that in a speed breakout room too afterwards.
Sure.
So we have one speaker left, and I mean, I just want to say thanks again. I know that was really interesting for me, nothing I'd done before, and I thought how different and something to really think about. So thank you very much. Our next speaker and our last speaker is Ravana Versito. She is originally from Brazil. She's been here in the United States just less than 2 years. In Brazil, she was a multipreneur. So she at one point had up to 3 companies. So she's also one of those that could have gone in one the more basket, recreating yourself. I have had the privilege of being her English teacher, although I don't feel like she needed me or needs me. She kind of self-taught herself. And I pushed her out of her box to do this. She's working on becoming a real estate agent. So I thought it would be a good opportunity for her to come here and see everybody else and what they have, but to talk about her transition as well. And you'll notice here that I do have pictures of her fur babies, because not only does she care about nutrition for herself, and I learned something from her all the time about rice, beans, charcoal, oils, but she's also really good with pet health. So poor Ozzy has also gotten to eat a lot of sweet potatoes and things, turmeric, things he may not care for, because Ravana taught me how good it is for him. So Ravana, I would love to have you share with us what are some of your secrets to health and wellness. And thank you for being here today.
Sorry. Hi. First, I want to thank you all, and I really appreciate the opportunity to be here and learning from all these ladies, all these beautiful ladies and journeys they shared with us. I've learned a lot this week, and I want to. I don't. Well. Oh God.
Sorry, I muted myself. I was going to say one thing I would like you to share that I learned from you is that Brazilians usually stay so thin because they put things on their plates that we are kind of trained to take off of our plates.
Sorry, let's start from there. So, okay, let's start that I have never struggled with weight gain before. I always had been like in a certain way to type and not to skin, not. And when I arrived, I first arrived here, I was like a struggle with the everything new, the anxiety for a new place, a new country, new language. So I put on some weight. And from that, I started to feel sore, my body was hurting. So, and I started to do this crazy diet. Every diet you see, oh, someone lost that much amount of pounds with this diet. So I jumped there and I jumped to another one. And I just realized that thing does not work, because when you deprivation yourself, you cannot take it for long, right? Because you like to eat something, you like to drink something, and when you say no for that, let's say no forever, you can't take it, you can hold it for so long. And so I just start to remember my grandma that was I grew up with. So I came back to my roots, and I start to do stuff that my grandma would do, and she taught us as a kid, and it works. That is, you can do and you can eat everything as soon as you have control of yourself, and portion, like eat everything you want, but small portions, and variety. I think that's the secret. Variety, eat a lot of different food every day. Do not stick to just one protein or one carb or one vegetable. You need a rich variety of vegetables. So, and I do the same to my fur babies. They eat a lot of vegetables, meat, fruits, of course, everything safe, everything. I do a lot of research. I read a lot. I read some books. I read some articles online. So I make sure that it's safe for them, and I give little portions, and that's it. And tea, please drink a lot of tea.
Yes, I
Loose
thought
leaves.
yeah.
Not the bag ones. The bag ones, we don't know what is inside.
Absolutely. And one other tip that I learned from her that has changed my life was charcoal. Maybe you other international women know about that, but tell them a little bit about charcoal.
The charcoal is a it purifies everything you use the charcoal, which will purify the air. If you put charcoal in your refrigerator, it will take away all the bad smells, bacteria, stuff like that. So I do charcoal in my trash can. I put charcoal in some cloth and leave there in my trash can. I put charcoal in my refrigerator, and I drink charcoal. You can get on Amazon the capsules with charcoal, and it's good. You don't need to drink it every day or all the time, but it helps to drain that toxins our body is like our food, our water. It's not more natural today. Even the organic ones, they cannot claim they are organic because they do, but actually it's not, because all the chemicals we put in the water like in Japan, it go to the ocean, so it's on everywhere. All the chemicals that goes up on this big companies, the industry, it's on everywhere. So everything sadly is contaminated.
Yes.
So I do drink charcoal, and I supplement with oh my gosh, magnesium and fish oil, and it has changed a lot my skin, and I feel better. I don't feel much more sore on my body, and I think the biggest thing was remember my grandma and remember the way she eat and the way she would do stuff. She would cook the most delicious food, the food she most loved, and eat just a little bit and say, give everyone, if we have some left over, she would make us give to our neighbor, go to the neighbor and say, because we could not eat all, because it wasn't health.
I think that's a great idea too, right? Get it out of the house.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, Ravana. Thanks for coming today. You did a wonderful job and lots of takeaways. I know charcoal has really changed my life. So thank you for that. Again, I think
just one more thing.
Oh, yeah.
For the babies, for the puppies, it's very important to have charcoal in your home. If you notice, if you suspect that your dog has been poisoned, just put a charcoal in the water and pull through his throat. It will help. It will give you a little bit time to get to the vet. And that's for sure.
See, I know I have all that on hand too. I feel like a better dog mom from knowing her as well. And I'm a little bit thinner thanks to charcoal. So thank you, all 5 of you ladies, very much for everything that you've shared today. We have about 15 minutes left before we go into speed networking. So I would like to open it up today for anyone that has questions for any of our panelists that were here today, or comments, anything that you'd like to share. Oh gosh, that's never happened before. Quiet makes me uncomfortable. I'm going to keep talking. There we go. Grace has a question.
There we go.
I think the points that the speakers made of how we have to have the self-care is really important. But the number one issue, I think, for women who aren't able to have the regular self-care because they're busy and time deficient is the ease of doing the self-care. I think making the self-care complicated by, oh, you have to do this, you have to do that. I think we have to figure out as health practitioners how they can make it fit into their daily regimen so that it's not an additional time that they have to spend on doing something, which is something that I like to teach my clients. This is part of this is how you're going to change your lifestyle and have a lifetime of healthy habits, is you bring it. It's going to be called net, which is no extra time. Bring it into your routine, whatever that is you're doing. And I think that's an important factor of helping all of us women how to really be able to do self-care regularly. We know it's important.
Yeah, I think all 5 of you really went together very well, and which I thought was funny because I think not you guys didn't think you belonged together. So I think it's a really, all those pieces like Grace said of self-care and wellness, that it's everything together, right? It's allowing yourself, giving yourself permission to go have fun, to be in nature, to go travel. It's making sure you make time for yourself, like Nina said, to do yoga and meditation, making sure that we're just allowing ourselves to do what we need to do and spend time with each other. Sometimes I think we spend so much time working, we just don't spend enough time hanging out and talking. Mary Beth is on the call today, and last Friday I was with her and I thought, man, I just really miss spending time. And like a few weeks before that, I was with Barb, where Valerie was on the call, and I thought, we need to do this more. Just be together, give ourselves permission to do nothing but sit around and talk. So all these things are different types of self-care, and it's really neat to hear all of you say how well it works together. Rebecca.
Yeah, I just want to say how enjoyable it is for me just to be meeting women from all over. And I love how in our diversity, we also have such tremendous commonality, as women. And I just think it's so important that we're doing this together and for one another and with one another, because I just see this as crucial in humanity's evolution, that we just really start to step in and live from more empoweredly wise you know, the gifts and all that we have and we bring as a result of being women. So I just want to thank you, Carol and Angie, for providing this opportunity, and for all the women who are coming from different parts of the world and speaking and sharing. It's fun when somebody was talking about their kids. I can, yeah, you're like, you think you're getting like, in a minute, I'll be there in a minute, you know. So anyway, but thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Yeah, you're welcome. Thanks everyone for coming. Okay, well, any other questions or thoughts? Does anybody else have just a wellness tip? I saw a couple people in the chat box I just caught up said, yeah, fish oil is great and this is great. Does anyone have one that we haven't necessarily shared that's your go-to favorite?
I know, you're absolutely right, Angie. We have several health and wellness experts here joining us today, and I know someone else has something of value that they can add. I mean, I've got to say my biggest takeaways really is about what Grace said about net, no extra time, and just really starting to focus upon what do we need as well as women. We do have a tendency to take care of everybody else and put ourselves on the back burner. We're not really good at saying no. And I have so many takeaways today just about taking that time for myself and thinking about health, nutrition, exercise, and how do I feel? Because I know when I feel good, you know, I show up better. I show up as the best version of myself when I feel good from the inside. I think that is a huge reflection on my outside world as well. And I saw Grace raise her hand.
I did too. I can hop in. I just wanted to say, like, you know, with everybody speaking today, you know, focusing on the self-care is huge. Yes, nutrition and things like that are really important as well. But, you know, even if you can find that moment in your day, for me, I call it my sacred time, but it's usually around 8:30 or 9 where I really make a concerted effort to shut down everything. I don't take calls, and it's when my kids are winding down for bed, but it's that time where I can reflect on my day, maybe plan for my next day, to journal, to have a little bit of that meditation and peaceful reflection, even, you know, breathing exercises, and just kind of wind down for the evening to start. And I think that has helped me a lot during, you know, this COVID situation where, you know, we're stressed and we're working, we're not moving, but just to be able to have that self-care and to just, you know, even if it's painting your nails, you know, whatever that looks like, but just to honor yourself and have a little girly moment, it's fine. You know, like, it's important.
Yes.
Anita, thanks, Varsha.
Hi, everybody. This is absolutely awesome. Thank you so much. Yeah, I love kale. Fresh kale as a green drink, that's an excellent blood purifier. And it's our liver, no matter what our blood type is, whether it's A, B or O, our liver loves kale. So it really works with kale. And then also, I also use ginger and lemon, just a raw ginger and raw lemon, and that's an excellent detoxifier and also a pick-me-up. So I love those too. I usually do those maybe 3-4 times a week.
Oh, that's a
and
great
then also
advice.
connecting with my little girl. I love connecting with my little girl. First time I did, I cried like a baby because I hadn't connected with her in so long, and she was just so sad, wondering where you been. So I love connecting with my little girl. Thank you so much.
Important. Rivana, did you have another one?
Yeah, just a compliment. Lemon and ginger. It's one of my favorite teas. I drink this almost every day, at least 1 cup a day. Fresh lemon and ginger. Lemon or lime, either one.
Yeah. I also drink, my aunt is a raw vegan person. I don't know if anyone knows Mimi Kirk. She's travels around the world speaking, and she swears by apple cider vinegar in the morning as well. Like, I think, but that's the one thing. She's like, if you do not listen to anything I say, please tell me you can do that. So yeah, interesting. Okay, well, we are getting close to the end of the program. We like to wrap it up at 1. We will stay on. We have speed networking for the last half hour. We'd love for everybody to stay, but want to value your time, and feel free to go if you want to. So if you plan to stick around, Pivy has some breakout rooms. So we try to split up our speakers and stuff a little evenly in case you have some other questions. And also, in case you are popping off, just a reminder that tomorrow is our last day. Same time, same link, and we'll be giving out prizes. So that'll be a good day to show up. Tell your friends, come get some prizes, right? Anyone, any last questions before we go into breakout rooms? All right, Pivy, work your magic. Well, she's fast too.
Yeah, the rooms are open.
It's fast. Well, hello, Monica. Let's see, I think you are on mute. And how lucky am I to be in a room with you?
Hello. Okay, there we go. Now I can hear you.
Oh, wonderful. Well, your presentation was absolutely fabulous. And thank you so much for taking time out of everything that's going on in your life to be with us today and to share your expertise. So I know everything that you shared is so in line with kind of my beliefs too, you know, of just putting yourself together, working with what you have, and, you know, putting yourself out there in the world. And some days it's a little bit more of a struggle than others. I'm going to be
correct.
So true and so real.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
But I always say, even if you're struggling, just do it. You'll feel better.
Yes, and sometimes, you know, you've got to do what you have to do. And with things online today, you know, I think a lot of people thought, well, then that's fine, I won't bother, you know, it's just somebody online. But they don't realize that they're now trying to attract customers through a very small medium. And whether you like it or not, your energy comes from there. So if you're feeling a little down that day, it's going to come on through the screen. There's no doubt about it. And not everybody has the budget, you know, to go and look, you know, and have the major things. But I think most women, as long as your hair's done, have a little bit of makeup, put on something that you really feel good on, and there you go, you know, and even if you don't, you have children and husbands and everything else, and you literally have 5 minutes to do it. I've just found good organization and pre-planning helps tremendously.
Right. I totally agree with you. And I know I can feel the energy through a screen as well. And I think about some of the one-on-ones that I have had with Zoom, because that's the world we're working with right now, and what we have, you know, to work with. It's all virtual, and I can totally feel the energy through the screen. And I've had a couple of one-on-ones where people have showed up, and I could tell, I almost had that sense or feeling like they didn't really want to be there. Do you know what I mean? Or they weren't really into our conversation, and you can sense that and feel that. Do you know what I mean? And I think that says a lot to do with your impression too, you know, especially if you're trying to grow a business online or in person. It's they can sense that. Hello, Mary Beth.
Hello.
Well, welcome.
Thank you.
Do you have any questions or anything you'd like to share or takeaways? Monica Groome here shared with us a fabulous presentation all about, you know, presenting ourselves to the world.
She did, and I enjoyed that. And I tried to find your page. Yeah, I did. I was making notes and. Did I hear that you're going to put this on your YouTube channel?
I am going to put this on my YouTube channel.
Because this was the only session I could make this week.
Oh, absolutely. I've already uploaded days 1, 2, and 3.
Okay. Is that under Beautiful Faces?
I might be under Carol Dockum, my name.
Okay.
And I have tied it into Beautiful Faces Going Places Women's Success Network, but I cannot I have to wait until I have 100 subscribers in order to customize the URL. So I'm working on
Okay.
that.
Well,
But
we'll get you some subscribers.
awesome, awesome. I'm almost there. I'm at 90. I'm like, I just need 10 more.
Oh, that should be easy.
Yes, yes. But yeah, so Monica is here. If you have any questions for her, this is your time. I mean, really.
I'm here. Use me now.
I know, exactly.
Yeah.
What do you want to, do you want to ask Monica anything?
I was just interested in when you were talking about doing consulting with Zoom and that, how do you consult with wardrobe and things like that? How do you do that in today's environment?
With lots of organization. No, I'm only joking. No, it's perfect. Like we are sitting here side by side. You would be in your home and I'm in my home. But I've got a 16-page little booklet that I put on, which you have, and I literally analyze you from the top of your head to your toes. And we look face shape, hair color, skin tone, the whole bang shooty. And I advise you and make notes for you as we are going through exactly what will work for you. Because there's 3 of us here, none of us have the same body shape. You can't see it now, but I'm 6'2". I'm very tall. I battle with anything that has any proportion for top body or bottom body. Buying trousers, everything is always too short. My body is very long. So been there, done that. Then you get women that are very short and everything's too long.
I'm 4'11".
Or their body proportions, upper body, lower body proportions had different, width of shoulders to hips, widths of calves and whatever. But we go through all of that. But we start with the first thing. Each of us has a face. Our face is like a painting. Everything we put on the outside or around it must accentuate the most important thing we have on our body, and that's our face, because that's what people see. It's our eyes, it's our face. That's what we bring to the world. The rest of us is just, it's the thing that takes us around from place to place. We interact with people through our face and our eyes. And it's very important, particularly for women, and as we age, to help ourselves with hairstyles and so forth. Angie joked with me just now that, I must have been very young with the pictures. No, I'm not. I'm 58 years old. And I've done nothing to my skin that involves surgery or anything. I've stuck to mainly all the natural products. I've actually not messed with my hair or my face or anything in life. And I truly believe that helps you. Okay, but I suppose genetics also comes as a factor. But doesn't matter. Half of the time, hair, makeup, and clothing is all you need. And that's all I teach women to do. If you want to go and have augmentation or whatever, that's not an area that I get into. It's a very, very personal area, and I don't make even any suggestions relating to that. And that's why our consulting is very different to anything else that is outside in the world there.
And then how long are your sessions usually? Is it a series or?
Okay, you can choose either a 1 hour, 2 hour, or 3 hour session. The 3 hour session, it includes you being very brave and bringing all your clothes out of your wardrobe and showing me what's there. So after we've done the consultation, you're going to get a rough idea of what will work for you and what won't. So you can decide to do the first 2 hours where we do the full analysis, and then we take a break, and then you go into your wardrobe, and then you can quietly go and put the ones aside that you don't want to show me. Or you can do the audit yourself, or if you don't trust yourself, in the sense that we all shop in a particular way. We tend to go towards certain things and stay away from certain things. But what happens is that that thing that you might not be going might be right for you. So sometimes you need somebody just to give you that little push to say, but try it. Just see what you feel about it. You don't have to show it to anybody else. Just go into a room, close the door, put it on, and see how you feel. If it doesn't work for you, okay, then you put it aside. But if it works for you and you go, oh, hang on, oh, I actually feel quite good in that, you know, and you work slowly through that. So that's how we start. If a lady wants to start just with her hair, we've got a section just on hairstyles to suit your face. Now we look at your full face features. Now most of us can go to a hairdresser and we say to them, well, do my hair like this. But a hairdresser will apply general terms. They don't look at your face. They don't ask you your lifestyle. They don't ask how much time you have to do your hair. I'm one of those people, if my hair takes longer than 5 minutes, nah. I don't have time for curlers and curling tongs and whatever. I've got dead straight hair. Mine is, it needs a good haircut. If I've got a good haircut, a little bit of a blow dry, and that's literally what I did at the moment, and a good a bit of highlights, my hair does wonders. And I'm at the coast, and the coast, my hair does not go curly. It goes even straighter than normal. Wow. And the trick is, it's a good haircut. So it's advice like that. Through that advice, I would give you 2 or 3 examples of hairstyles that would suit your face. Now, both of you have got totally different face shapes to mine. Mine's a square face shape. Okay, so my hairstyle would not suit either of you. So it's looking at that. Then if you want to go into hair colors, we've got a beautiful little tool which you get after your consultation, which we ship to you. I'd have to do some costings as to where you are in your countries. But for example, when I go to my hairdresser, she doesn't guess what hair colors suit me. I know what hair colors suit me, okay? So I tell her what I'm going to go. So there's no of these swatches that they've got and whatever, because these suit my skin tone. That analysis has already been done. When I go and choose makeup, I know which makeup suits me. I don't just ask them to go and give me a foundation or whatever it is. Okay, I already know what color suits me. I know which foundation. Okay, these color, yeah, can you see that? Okay. One of those are going to suit, but this is for my skin tone. We've got 4 skin tones. Okay, so I will go to a counter and say to them, look, on this one, it's the bottom one. Can you see?
Yeah.
That one suits my skin tone. Yeah. So I will go to whatever product maker it is, because we don't say to you, go and buy this product, that product. No, no, no. You can choose whichever product you want. What it needs to do is the color needs to match, because you know, if you put the dot here and it matches that, it's going to match what you need for your skin. If it matches that, then you buy it. If it doesn't match it, don't buy it. You're wasting your money. Okay. And then some of us have a variation of skin tones between winter and summer. Okay. So sometimes in winter, your skin is a bit lighter. So you must be careful. You mustn't go too dark. So sometimes you're going to have to combine or have one for winter and one for summer. But once you have this tool, you know what will work for you. The other thing is, have you ever gone to try and buy lipstick and see the colors? Nowadays, I know what my lipsticks are. I go with this to this place and go and buy the color lipsticks. Clothing colors, what you look at versus what they are 2 different things. So these are little tools that are money savers, love savers. I don't go shopping without one of these. And this is part of your consultation. So this is my tool. Looks like we're going to finish here.
That looks fantastic. Thank you so much, Monica.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Appreciate it.
You're welcome.
I'll follow up with you after.
Awesome.
Fantastic, Mary. Looking forward to hearing from you. Cheers, Carol.
Yes, cheers to you. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Yeah, this was amazing. Really amazing.
Do we automatically go back, or
we do?
What happened?
Yeah, you know what?
I'm waiting.
I know. I'll see you later.
Yeah, the world is smaller. So
absolutely. Yes. Yeah. I just met re-met someone last year with the Women Economic Forum and the Michigan delegation with Tanya McNeil-Weary. We traveled to Egypt, and I do spoken word poetry. And I did that in 2020, last year, in March, February. Well, just this week, I reconnected with a beautiful sister who saw me deliver a message back then.
Oh.
And we reconnected on Zoom just a couple of days ago. That's amazing to me. I just find that absolutely amazing. I mean, the universe is just awesome. Oh, I think we're back. Uh-oh. Let me put my
Yeah, everyone's back here. So there's another set of breakout rooms if you're able to stay. There's 2 rooms, so you can change the room if you want to meet new people. So that option is able there, and just happy networking and connecting.
Thank you so much, Pivy.
Thank you.
All right. Well, hello. Let's see. Okay.
Hello there.
I wanted to make sure everybody was unmuted. So yeah, this has been amazing. We were
Yes, it is.
Oh, good. Anita, it's so nice to meet you.
It's nice to meet you as
and
well,
hello,
Carol.
Ravana. And
Thank you so much. Hi.
Hi, Anita.
Hi, Amita.
Yes,
exactly.
I get called by your name all the time.
Wow. Well, we are here. I mean, we have today's speakers, Rivana and Amita. They are here at our disposal, at our fingertips. So if you have any questions that you might want to ask them regarding health and wellness, this is your opportunity. I know Grace Richardson as well. She is all about health and wellness and aging gracefully. So I know she has some contributions to make. And Anita, you are new to me, and I cannot wait to get to know you as well.
Thank you so much, Carol. Yeah, I have picked Ravana's brain on this charcoal, magnesium, and fish oil.
Yeah.
Because I find that absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. And Amita, I said, you know what? I'm not surprised with the energy when you started saying tapping in with a little girl, because with meditation and contemplation and things like that, that's exactly one of the things that I share with sisters to do is, connect with that little one inside. Because as a spoken word poet, I even wrote a poem about the little one inside.
Yeah,
oh, wow.
Yeah, that's
So
wonderful.
yes, I said,
That's
I'm
wonderful.
not Amita.
So I wanted to share something on my screen. Do you think I can do that, Carol?
I'm not sure. Let me just.
So there's a button at the bottom over here says share screen. So let me try, because I think that this might be sort of a helpful tool for everyone. So hold on a second. Oh, it says host disabled participant screen sharing.
Okay. I don't know if I can give you access. Let me look here. I don't see. I don't see that I have that. I think it's in the original setting.
That's fine. I can just tell you guys what this says. And I can give it to you, Carol, and you can maybe share it with everyone later on. So imagine drawing a big circle and then cutting it into 8 pizza pies.
Okay.
Okay. And each pie represents a different aspect of your life. So it would be, one is family and friends. Another one is significant other. Then it's personal growth, fun and leisure, home environment, career, money, and health. So if you imagine that the center of that pie is 0, and the very outer edge is 10, then you look at that pie and you say, where am I at in each of these areas of my life? So again, you have friends and family, you have significant other, you have personal growth, you have, fun. So where am I? Most of us tend to be unbalanced. We are putting a lot of effort into one thing and not the other. And what the idea is that you've got to have some balance in this, because each area complements the other and helps you stay positive.
Okay.
So if you spend all your time going to the gym, you're probably neglecting your friends and family.
Right.
If you are spending all your time on fun, then you're probably neglecting your health. If you're spending all your time on your career, you're probably neglecting fun and family. So it's a matter of finding that balance. And this particular graphic is very, it's a very visual thing. It's easy to kind of look at it and say, okay, where am I at? And you do this for, off and on several times in a year, and that gives you an idea of where do I need to put my energy and resources in. So I'm going to stop there, but I will send it to you, Carol, and you can share it with everyone.
Absolutely. If you send that to me today, as soon as we wrap up, then I can include that with our recap video. And that would be awesome. I appreciate you sharing that wheel, because I almost feel like I need to look at it weekly.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? I have a tendency to spend more time on work and neglect the fun and the leisure, and the exercising. But that's why we're having this conversation.
You are not alone.
Yeah, right.
Even people that are in the therapy space have the same problem.
Right.
We have a tendency to take care of other people. And the sad part is we have a tendency to take care of other people than our own family even.
Right.
Right. Well, Grace, I mean, you specialize in reflexology, and I mean, how does that come into play with health and wellness?
Well, aromatherapy and reflexology are very simple things that I teach my clients. It's something that they can do on their own. The face is never stimulated. We go get our faces cleaned, and that's great. Facials, you get facials once a month, but the facialist doesn't really stimulate your face. They don't tell you. They want to sell you products, so they tell you you got to wash your face twice a day. No, you only have to wash your face at night, because you didn't do anything when you're sleeping. Right. You rinse your face in the morning, and you get a habit of stimulating your face, because on your face is the nervous system, the blood flowing, the arteries and the veins. The production of collagen is stimulated. The energy flow is opened up. It's all here, and it's connected to the nervous system, is connected to your brain. So when you're stimulating that brain and making it conversate with all your body organs. So very simple. And it's, like I said, no extra time. I have to apply stuff on my face. I take my essential oil blends for my anti-aging serum that I make, which is one of the things I teach my clients. You can make this on your own, which is not only mood balancing, but it is also beautifying for the skin, and it's internally helping the cells and tissues create an environment for healing.
I love that.
I apply my oil, and I start stimulating my face, and I do this for 3 to 5 minutes. And this is has all the internal organs.
Yeah.
So you do that, and you relax, because you're smelling your oils, and it's penetrating your cells and tissues, and you are then stimulating. And now, after 3 minutes, you look in the mirror and your face is pinkish, because it has now made the blood start to flow.
Yeah.
Very simple.
No,
that's self-care, right, Anita?
Yeah. Yeah, and Grace, I love that because when you said age and beauty expert, I said at 65, you know, I'm interested in learning about these anti-aging regimens. Now, I have tried geranium and frankincense in a mask. What do you suggest
Where
that?
do you get your essential oils from? That's number
I
one.
have used Ayurveda, Arcacia.
I only recommend doTERRA, certified pure therapeutic grade. I trust the source and I trust where they get it, how they make it, and how they test it. That's all I recommend. So I
Okay.
can't even tell you anything with
Well,
your
can you tell
stuff.
me about doTERRA geranium? Because doTERRA has geranium, right?
If you want to, we can do it. We can do a one-to-one. I just don't want to take the time.
Gotcha. Okay, I just
I
thought
think
this
that's
was
a
an
great
open
idea.
forum. Okay,
Yeah.
sure.
You need to
And
connect.
one-to-one extends our ability to create relationships,
Yeah,
right?
absolutely.
And that's what we're here for, is to build relationships aside from what we do as people, as women who can lift each other up and encourage each other. So
I want to write all of you
I
guys'
love
names
that.
down
Thank
and
you,
connect on
Grace.
Facebook.
I took a
Thank
picture.
you, Grace.
Anita, take a picture so you can have the face and the name, and look us up on LinkedIn, which is most likely where everybody is going to be.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then we can connect that way.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
I
that
love
would
that. Thank you, Grace, for reminding us of why we're all here. We're really here to have a conversation and make some new connections and build relationships and learn. Well, today's topic, you know, it's all about balancing work-life balance and health and wellness, because, you know, if we don't have our health and wellness, you know, we don't have life, right? And and there are so many different ways to be healthy and take care of ourselves. And I think the main issue and the main thing that we need to remember is, as women, is to take the time for ourselves, whether it's, you know, 30 minutes in the morning with a meditation, away from all of our electronics and being present and calming our minds. I mean, Amita, I know that's your specialty. I mean, all about, you know, being mindful. And so, yeah. And Ravana, it really intrigued me. I so appreciate you joining us today and stepping up to being visible, being seen, being heard, having only lived in the USA for 2 years. So I want to say thank you, bravo to you, and sharing your expertise and really through your experience and your weight loss challenge and keeping it simple. So I loved learning from you today about portion control and not depriving ourselves, right?
No, that's not the answer. Actually, I wanted to say thank you, Carol. It was a great opportunity. I am here on this meeting since Tuesday. I regret not being since Monday because it has been amazing.
You missed a lot. You missed a lot.
I watched the Tuesday and Wednesday.
Great.
And I was delighted, and I got so many. I learned a lot. Thank you so much. I think all the women here, we all learned something that we will take for life. It's really a beautiful thing you and Angie are doing. It's really amazing, and I really thank you.
Yeah, I have to say, Carol, and I have to tell this to everyone that's part of this group. I have been networking for many, many years. I belong to so many groups, and this is this is the best group that I have joined because of of course, it's always the one at the top that trickles down. So hats off to you, Carol. There's so many groups where they just want to take from you. They don't want to give. And this is an all relationship type group. And, you know, really, I love you, Carol.
Aww. Thank you, Grace. I love you too.
I love you all.
I so appreciate those kind words. And you're absolutely right. This is just the beginning, ladies. I cannot wait to see where we all are a year from now. So keep
I want to echo what Grace said, because I have been part of a few other groups and I've shared this with Carol, and I'm like, you know, I didn't like them because it was a little cliquish. It was a little bit too much like, you know, what can I take from you kind of thing. And I definitely resonate much more with Carol. I mean, Carol's.
Wow, wow, wow. I think we're waiting for just a few others to bounce back into our main room here. And what an incredible session we just had. In our room, I want to just say thank you so much, Amita and Grace and Ravana, right? For joining us. And I don't know if we've lost a few or if we have a few more coming in.
They were like mid-sentence.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they're still coming in.
So now
we were just asking Monica, like, how do you know what color with lighting? How do you know how to really do our coloring? So
that's a good question.
I know. We'll have to. Monica, what was the answer to our coloring? How do you... We get cut off.
All right, let me finish the thing. I said you only one of 4 skin tones. Okay, so the first one is pale and fair. The second one is a medium skin tone, which is mine. And normally a medium, sometimes you can have rosy cheeks and rosy undertones. So anybody who remembers Lady Diana Spencer, she was a rosy, okay? And if you watched her when she used to go to the beach, she used to get the most beautiful bronze coloring to her, okay? But I'll share you those colors. Okay, the third one is what we call a deep. So I'm just looking at my screens here. Ravana is a deep, okay? So it's the olive skins, skin tones. The slightly brown skin tones, I'm just trying to think of now, Jennifer Lopez, okay, those skin tones. Okay, then there's a rich, all right? So Anita, your skin tone. Who else do we have? No, Amita is a rich. Okay, so those are the 4 categories. Because what happens is in a lot of color skin tone consultations, there are many systems out there. They're hugely confusing. So are you a summer skin, or you're a winter skin, or you're whatever. And I'm going, what should I wear, where it is? So we've made it as simple as that. We all have skin. Last time we checked, we all have skin, and they're all a particular color. The only variation we have is sometimes in summer and sometimes in winter. Okay, so winter we tend to look paler, and in summer, if you tan and so forth, you tend to look a little darker. So we help you to discern what it is. I was showing, I think, Carol, and I'd forgotten now who was in the room with me previously. We've got a little tool that we give you. So each skin tone gets their own little tool. And in that analysis, you will get the hair colors that would suit your skin tone, what makeup suits your skin tone, including your foundation. And I don't know, you can't see it yet, but these 3 of them, and you can see the bottom one is mine. Okay, but literally you're going to go to a store, go and buy whatever product you want, but you match the color. Buy it, and then you know it's going to work for you. There is a lot of other things on makeup. Again, you take it. I've always battled with lipstick. Whenever I put it on, it doesn't feel right. Now what I do is I take my little swatch and I go and look for the colors that are going to suit me. And I know if I put it on me, it's going to suit me. Okay. The other one is, I don't know if you've ever gone to buy clothing and try and match a color that looks good. Okay, so you look it on a mannequin, you take and you go, ooh, are you so excited? I'm going to go and put that on. So you go into the fitting room, you put it on, and in those lights you go, why doesn't it look as good as it looks on the mannequin? Well, half of the time it's the color, because it's very difficult to match the colors. So what we've done is we've helped you. So we take the cooler colors or the warmer colors, and you literally walk through the rails and go and match your colors. And if it matches this, you know it's going to look good on you. Okay, so this is my magic wand. I don't shop without my magic wand. It saved me a huge amount of money no matter where I go. Okay, so each skin tone gets one little wand of their own. What it does as well at the end, it includes something that is also very difficult to match, and that is white. Not all of us can wear white. If I put white next to my face, that's the day I want to look sick. It's the day I want a day off. Okay, so if I want to look tired, I put white next to my face. But it doesn't mean I can't wear white. I can. I just need to wear the right white. Okay, so that helps you. And the other one is jewelry. What color jewelries can we wear? So some of us can wear gold or silver or a combination and so forth. So this little wand gives you all that information. And that is part and parcel of your consultation when I take you through a consultation. It's all online. The only thing I ship to you is this. So depending on which country you are, we would have to look at postage prices, but everything else is done online except for this. Who's that?
I would love that.
Thank you. Hi.
And one of the prizes tomorrow is a consultation with her.
Well, I've got anyone. It's two, hey? There's two.
Oh, did you give us two? Yes.
I gave you two. So there's one lucky lady. I'll do her hair style and hair color consultation online. And then the second one is doing the personal consultation, which is the bigger one, where you get your little magic wand.
Well, fantastic.
Sounds great. Yes.
Thank you so much, Monica. I mean, so much information and so much goodness there. So hopefully we're going to have a couple of lucky winners for your door prize giveaway. That's really super exciting. I cannot wait. So tomorrow is our last day. It's all about secrets to success. We are going to be sharing a very special compilation video of women around the world sharing their secrets to success. And then, of course, networking and door prizes. So I just want to say thank you so much for joining us here. If you have a special woman in your life, a colleague, a friend that may enjoy our special event here, please feel free to give them a guest pass, the Zoom link and the passcode success, and we would love to embrace them tomorrow. So I think that'll be a great way to have our grand finale. And Angie, do you have any closing remarks for us as we?
No, I think they've heard me talk way too much. Just thank you so much for coming, ladies. I really appreciate it, and I had a lot of fun. So I hope to see some of y'all tomorrow.
I cannot wait. If you don't mind, smile big time for me. I would love to take your beautiful.
Picture time.
Okay. All right, I got it. Thank you so much.
Thank you. It was lovely. Thanks.
Bye. Blessings. Love everybody. Bye-bye.
Everyone. God bless you guys.